Hello everyone, today we're going to install a HuManCentric under desk and wall mount for CPU and or computer case. This is what I'm dealing with, this is what I'm installing, and I'm installing it under this desk, and the location I've chosen is right there. I'm sure you've done this before you ordered it, if you've already ordered it. If not, what you want to see is the distance here, just how wide your CPU unit is. This one here, it comes with the bolt right there and this hand screw right there for thinner ones. Mine is over 7 inches, so I had to move this from here to here with the first step. Okay. It doesn't say that on the instructions, but what I'm going to do to make it easier for me is I'm going to remove this bolt. So instead of, trying to install it with all this additional weight underneath, even though I do need to see the distance here to this leg right here, okay? But I will do that first, mark it with a pencil, and then I'll show you why I chose to remove that, which makes it a lot easier. Due to the amount of space I'm working with, I chose to go ahead and remove this screw right here and loosen this one right here so I could remove just the upper part here of the unit. Because of the way my desk is, I wanted to have it flush on here, but due to these two right here, I'm unable to. So I'm having to lay it up against this in order to have it flush against the top. So that it looks good, I chose to put it right here, the same exact distance from front to back. And then I went ahead and marked it with a marker. And I chose to, even though it says the screws are self-tapping, I don't trust this cheap type of wood. So I went ahead with a very thin drill bit, being very careful, of course, not to go through here. This is only 1/2 inch in my case. I pre-drilled it and started the first screw. There with the first screw. Double check everything before drilling any others. Make sure this is straight. Okay, even though this can move, the only thing is that by installing it here, I won't be able to turn it without removing the screw and then putting it back on, to where if you have it further to the front or back here, then you could turn it as it's intended. But I do not see, based on my need, why I would need to turn it. I just need it to pretty much be like that, as far as just get it off the ground and be able to move. Got the 4 screws in. Next thing you want to do is apply the 12 felt pads to the area shown. Of course, 4 here on the bottom where your CPU is going to rest, here on the side, and then 4 on the top. Next, you want to go ahead and adjust it to just a little bit larger than what your CPU is, if you're doing it like I am, because of the location and the distance I have, the amount of space I have to work with. If not, the instructions say to do it differently. It says to, without the unit being on the desk, as mine is, I already have the top on. Of course, they're saying differently to set the mount on the floor, lying on its side, remove the vertical adjustment lock nub, and loosen the adjustment peg with the Allen wrench, which is included. That's this right here. Okay, then slide the lower end to the fully extended position. That's this right here. Okay, then next, extend the horizontal adjustment arm to allow your computer to fit inside the case. If you reach the full length of it, and that means it's not wide enough, then move the adjustment screw to the position, or from the position A, better said, to position B. So it comes here, as I said previously, and you would need to move it here if your computer is like mine, wider. Okay, next it says place your computer inside the case and make the vertical adjustment as tight as possible, even though there may be a small gap between the top of the computer and the case. Again, because of the screws here, that distance, your computer probably won't fit very tight on there. Unless it was between any one of those two holes, or if you're very lucky that it's the exact amount. But if not, it's no big deal. You adjust it right here. And then on step 3, which is where I started, I chose to start that way as I previously explained. It's saying use the self-tapping screws and washers. Okay, there's also washers included. To attach the mount to the bottom of the desk. Okay, which I, in my case, chose to already do that. Then you put the computer in the mount and slide the horizontal grip into place. You tighten it securely on both sides. Okay, lastly, after you slide your CPU in, to keep it in, what you want to do is, of course, put this in. You can hand tighten that. Here I'm in the back, also in the front. Okay, and after you check to make sure it's straight, 100% it's not going to fall off. If you can't get it up any higher due to this right here, the way the holes are, then just go ahead and hand tighten that, and then with the Allen wrench included, tighten that, and that should be pretty much it. And now I can go ahead and move my desk up and down without a problem. And of course, all these wires, I'm going to take care of that so that my dog can go under it. Okay, if you did anything differently, please let me know. If you have any issues, also let me know. Any questions? If not, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Patriot Marine out.